Yesterday was National Autism Awareness Day, and we're very proud that we have two members of our show on the spectrum, and thought the perfect time to talk about autism and both having Asperger's and the strides they made. So, Rocco and Rich, let's hear from you.
I'm going to have Rich speak first.
Thank you, Rocco. For me, it's been an adventure because for one, my friends that I have are gold to me, especially Jules. Jules is amazing. She volunteers with autism. She does so much. And for me to do this, to share my experience with the world, is the ultimate platform. To let people know that you are only as limited as you allow yourself to be, and that Asperger's need not be debilitating as long as you are aware of it, and as long as you strive to socialize, to get out there, to let yourself be known. The skies truly are unlimited, and that's the beauty of this. It's not an illness, whereas it's kind of like having an extra pair of glasses in a way. You see the world through rose-colored glasses because you see things differently, you gain a different perspective, and I don't consider it a disability. I consider it really more of an opportunity to just go out there and share with the world what I have to offer, and I couldn't be happier.
That was very riveting, Rich.
Thank you.
As far as my own perspective on what I've learned about having autism, the thing that I've learned about autism is that really the thing about having it is that you are kind of bound by a certain type of, kind of very idiosyncratic and also very narrow-minded sense of order and disorder. And I think the real mission of overcoming autism is the fact that you balance that kind of very skewered sense of the world with how other people have their sense of the world, and also the world at large, their sense of what's normal and what's, order and disorder and what have you. And I think that's the real goal about, being a productive member of society with this disorder, is the fact that, you try your best to really be able to connect with the world more. It was not always easy for me to connect with the world. I mean, I'm sure Richard could attest to this himself through his own experiences, but I feel like for me, it was hard because I mean, like I said, you have your own sense of things. You have a very fundamental view of the world, and it's harder for an autistic person to to get used to how the world works and how people operate. And that's been like my struggle, is to try to be able to reconcile that with how things really are versus how you want them to be and how you see things. And I think the great thing about my experiences is the fact that I've made so many friends over the years, particularly all my neurotypical friends. I think that every neurotypical friend I've had has been very beneficial to me, because every person I've had the chance that has given me the chance to live, to really get to know me and let me get to know them, is that it helps me better myself. It helps me learn about them and learn about how to correctly be. And I feel like the more time I get to have spent with somebody who's a neurotypical person, that they give me the chance, through everything, every mistake I've made. I've not been always the best. I've had moments I've faltered and made mistakes, and people could very easily kind of just cut me out of the picture. But I think what yesterday actually was all about is the fact that you really appreciate everybody in your life that is in the neurotypical zone. And I feel like I'm appreciative of everybody that's been there for me and continues to be there for me and gives me a chance. And because I feel like without you, then I can't really function as well as I can. I think that the world at large, you don't take that for granted as much as regular neurotypical people might. But I feel like I have to not take that for granted, because I feel like it's you that helps me. It's you that puts me where I need to be, and I try very, very hard for you. And I hope that as time goes on, with every friend that I have, that I do that more and more. And I think that every single one of you in my life that has been there for me and given me the chance, and not just me but also Rich and everybody else who has this, that is on the spectrum, to really, you know, to really just allow us the chance to really grow. And I think as I reflect on this day, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts that, you know, for everybody who gives us a chance to be better people, and because deep in our hearts and in our intents, that's what all we ever want to be, is really good people and really productive members of society. So we thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Great job, guys. Richard, Rocco, thanks for sharing. Once again, we had a great show. I want to thank Kim Peters and Allison Katoka for sharing. And folks, please support them next Saturday, April 9th, from 10 to 2 at Seaside Celebrations at 949 West Beach Street, a bone marrow drive to help young Caitlin. So we hope you support them next Saturday at Seaside Celebrations. We thank them for coming. I want to thank Nick Sorosinski, who did an awesome job with his 3 songs. Nick was great. And thanks to our awesome staff members. Dane DePasquale did a great job with the Scoot and Surf Report. Rocco did a great job with the Michael Jackson and the Batman Superman review. Rich did a great job on the Aviation Report, and thanks to Rich and Rocco for sharing on Autism Awareness Day. So once again, a great show. And with that, we must wrap with this. My name is Halftime. I want to thank you for your time. Please join us next Sunday for the show of Halftime. But at this time, we are out of time. See you next Sunday!